Good morning, guys. So today we are doing another Is It Worth It? And this one in particular is gonna be probably the hardest one for me. I'm facing my biggest fear in the whole wide world, like multiple fears actually. So I'm getting acupuncture today, and I am sure most of you know that I'm terrified of needles, but I'm also terrified of like feeling like anything is going into you, like if you get a shot and they put something into you, and I've heard from so many people that it does feel like that. I'm also afraid to like have needles in me for any period of time. So like this is probably the worst thing I could ever do, but there are so many benefits to it, and I just want to test it out for you guys if you're interested in getting it. And if you are scared of needles, I can let you know if it is as terrifying as it sounds, or if, please, hopefully this is how it works out. It's not that bad. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, you're perfect. You just calmed me down so much. Maybe that's why you're here.
Do you want to show me how you can do yoga? Yoga. Good. That was a half yoga though, wasn't it? We got a little excited.
Too excited.
Yoga. Good.
Yes! You know, so small.
We've got some back pain and we've got some menstrual pain. Okay, yeah, two things we can definitely help with. It is very chronic, so with an acute situation, 2-3 visits. With more, maybe we have to do a little stimulation, some other stuff to get it to go, but we'll see. We'll see how you respond, you know? Might be a little sore tomorrow, but then the next day should really kind of go, ooh, either it really worked, or, I mean, possible, maybe not so much. Up to you, and then with menstrual stuff, usually with the kind of thing you have going on, acupuncture combined with herbs. I like to use herbs for that as well, because there's like phytoestrogen, like dongui is in the formula that I would use, and it'll help balance your hormones. And that's kind of what you have, right? If you have that much pain, you have basically a hormonal imbalance, right? So one of the things I like to do is kind of even educate women, because most women come in and I go, how's your menstrual cycle? And they go, normal. And that could be like an 8 out of 10 pain. That's not normal. It doesn't have to be the normal. And the good news is with usually like 2 to 3 cycles, we'll have the pain drop to like a 4 out of 10, and then down to a 1.
I can't imagine that. That sounds
and then to where like, you don't feel like, oh, I want to take ibuprofen or something, like, to where you don't need anything. Yeah. Like that's the goal. So let's just put a little bit of topical herby kind of stuff on first, because this is just a massage. And that's all that's happening. You're just getting a massage anyway. So, should we do a little bit of cupping first, maybe? And then we can have like the whole experience in one visit.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go with 2 pumps. So this is
Oh, that's interesting.
That looks crazy.
I feel like it made my finger twitch.
It's possible. Pulls on the muscle. So what does it do? Brings blood energy, Chinese call qi, to the area, helps break up stagnation. And if there's something like in the fascia, the muscle layer, that we might not see, this will kind of pull it up to the surface, and thus you get these cupping marks. Just because you put a cup on and do suction doesn't mean you'll naturally have a cupping mark. It's kind of almost diagnostic in that if there's something that needs to be healed, then the blood stays there, right? Red blood cells stay there to heal it. So that's quite a few. How do they feel so far?
They feel good.
Yeah? It's kind of a secure feeling, isn't it? It's like kind of this sort of almost, I mean, once you get used to it, right?
Yeah, I like the pressure of it.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, while we're talking about that, I figured I would just go ahead and, put 1 or 2 needles in. Just because that way, you'll be kind of distracted, you might not even notice.
Did you feel the first one go in?
I have them in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 2.
Ah! I can't even tell.
So wait, you're saying that you didn't feel 2 needles go in?
Not at all. Where are they?
In your legs?
I just want,
Which
like...
leg?
Your right leg.
I just wanted to say that I did say I could get 2 needles in there without her even noticing, didn't I?
Oh, okay, you win.
Like, start telling yourself right now, like, oh, how interesting. That didn't hurt at all. Oh, cool. I actually kind of find no pain at all with acupuncture. Like, consciously start saying that, whether your brain gets the message. Because you've been telling the brain this message for a few days now that it's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Right? So we need to undo that with messages saying, oh, cool, no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I feel like the weird thing though about me is sometimes I like to build it up to be so awful that it's not as nearly as bad.
That's great.
As it was, you know what I mean?
Totally.
So I anticipate it being the worst thing in the whole world, and then it's never nearly that bad.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
is it
yeah.
worth having that anxiety for days thinking about what's gonna happen?
I think that's well said and well observed. That's a really good self-aware observation, by the way, because I think that's something to bring attention to, right? Do I need to put myself through that to have these new experiences?
Is there one in my head?
What? Now there is. So that one I put in the area of the liver, because the liver is the energy that controls, it has a lot to do with menstrual cycles. Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? There we go. Feel that one?
More than the others, but that's not saying much.
Okay.
Like,
So we're still good then.
What are you looking for when you're feeling? Are you feeling for like a muscle?
Exactly.
Or?
Yeah, a muscle and just tightness, raised area, knots, things like that. So this whole area here, right? It's almost that thick on her coming down this way. Whereas on this side, I had to really search to kind of find it. It's like there. I can just barely feel that with my finger. Whereas this one, it's like that wide. So it just means she overused this a lot over time. And it's an interesting thing about the body and brain, you know, the body will find a way to do what the mind is asking it to do. And it might not be the best way. It may compromise other areas and stuff, and that's what starts to happen. And then it'll kind of lock up, which is sort of what's happened in this area. It's just sort of locked a little bit. Look at that, see that? Like I'm rolling over, sorry Cammie, I'm trying to show her, but that, like I'm rolling over the top of it. That's how tight and taut this sort of super thick guitar string of a muscle is right now for her. So we're putting needles in and we're sending a message to the brain saying, hey, fix this, pay attention to this. And it's just naturally kind of breaking it up a little bit too. When you put a needle in something, it kind of makes it release. I don't know that I would always do this on someone the first visit, but you see.
Why is that?
Well, because some people get a little nervous about like stimulating the needle, like kind of going like this and going, you know, like let's stimulate it. But you're so chill now. I almost think that
so fine.
just hooking up a little bit of E-stem to the back so we get a little thumping, a little vibration, stimulating the needles, breaking up the stagnation, the holds, and the muscles that have been there for years. And it's nice because with needles, right, we can go right into the spot and then vibrate in there.
It just feels like I have like a twitch.
Yeah. The next two are going to be this one and this one. Just let me know when you first start to feel those two.
I think I feel them. It's kind of getting hard to tell which one.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, definitely.
And then look, your job now is to really let go, relax, and zone out. And I don't think you're going to have a problem with that, but just know that like that's the goal.
Okay.
All the other stuff you got to do today, all the stuff with filming, anything else you're thinking of, just let it go. It's all going to be there in 20 minutes, I promise you. So how are we doing?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Did you zone out a little?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think I fell asleep for a second.
Brilliant. Sure, you're like a professional already. Okay, so I want to put a couple of herbal warming patches on this shoulder now. You can leave these on for a few hours, and then just remember to take them off.
Are all of the needles out?
Yeah.
I guess that tells you how much I didn't feel them.
Yeah.
Don't even know if they're out.
I just want to quickly summarize the whole acupuncture / cupping experience for you guys. I really went into this thinking it was going to be a one-time thing I did, and hopefully it wouldn't be as terrifying as I felt like it was going to be. After all the footage you've just seen, it's been a week. I've already gone again, and I have my 3rd appointment scheduled. I love it. I don't know what else to say. I was absolutely terrified, as you saw in the first clip. For someone like me to be able to handle this and actually enjoy it is a big testament to how great it was. Now, I will say I would be careful with where you go. I know some people have gone and it feels like you're at a doctor's office and everything's like white and the bed feels like you're at a hospital. I think that would have really pushed my anxiety over the edge. Walking in there, seeing Dakota the puppy, hearing the nice music and like the smells, it really felt like I was at a spa. And Robert Young is absolutely amazing. He completely put me at ease. It was just the perfect experience for me. I have already noticed such a big change in my back. I'm so excited to keep working on that because I've had that pain for 15 years now. And now we're gonna be working on getting my menstrual cycle to chill out so I don't have such awful cramping. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping you guys updated on that. I really wanted to end up focusing this video on the pain and anxiety, or lack thereof of both. It was such an easy process and I had absolutely no pain. If you guys have been wanting to get acupuncture and you've been letting fear worry you, don't. It is so wonderful. I will put links in the description box below to all of Robert Young's information if you want to check it out, if you're in the LA area or visiting. And if you guys have more questions on acupuncture, because I know I didn't get to like delve too deep into it, please let me know. Comment down below and let me know your questions, because like I said, I'm gonna be going back. This is gonna be a reoccurring thing I'm working into my life, so I can hopefully expand on it if you guys have more questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you so much and I will see you next week. Bye.